Hello friends and welcome to episode 10 of Storyteller Plays Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode we unlocked the ability of flight. Finally got around to collecting all of those wisps, so here we are with Vesa. Named such because Vesa asked that we never forget her. And the best way to do that would be to name the Spiritomb after her, because my memory sucks. I'm sorry, couldn't tell you why I did that. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue the story. Why, if it isn't Yore? What a pleasure finding a familiar face, or any face, in this corner of the Alabaster Icelands. I came to bring Garrick an order of sword caps, and he was more than willing to have a chat about Avalugg. Aha, so you sell something, but only ever to this character. What do you say? Interested in a bit of gossip? Not really. Oh, have some mercy. Can't you see I'm dying to tell you what I have learned? Well, I'll tell you anyway. So Avalugg, yes, the fifth of Hisui's nobles. That he is, and you know what? He's an absolute beast. Well, yes, according to what I was told, not only does he barrage you with chunks of ice, he also fires off massive icicles, and he can cause sharp ice crystals to erupt from the ground below you. Doesn't that seem a bit too powerful to take on? What's more, apparently, the Avalugg of old could be up to 100 feet tall. Doesn't that seem a bit too big to take on? Oh, you'll be all right. You just have to eat some sword caps. That'll give you training, Then you give your training with your all. Then you give your training your all. There we go. Nothing better for building muscle than that. Onward now to the arena. Yes, well, I did want to see that Avalugg, but perhaps not at the cost of my life. So I suppose my freezing digits and I will be off. You could always wear gloves. Yure's not wearing gloves, but she's built different. Let's go ahead and bring out Onibi. Uh-oh. Don't look at me. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. One moment. Let me just do this cheese strat. Third time's the charm. I do gotta be working on the Pokédex, otherwise I'll never actually finish this game. It's currently the 25th of September, which means I've got plenty of time before Violet and Scarlet come out. But I would like to finish this well enough before then that I can get the whole series out. Which brings me to my next point. We're already on episode 10, and since I'm only releasing these on Fridays, I am going to have to release them more often, but that does mean that I'm going to have to be choosy about which optional quests I actually show. Most of them just offer useless items that I don't actually need at this point. Like somebody's like, oh, give me some Oran berries for 3 potions, and well, I already did that. That wouldn't be one that's not worth showing on camera. So probably post-game I'll just show off all of the interesting quests. So we are to quell Avalugg as you wished. In the end, the strength of our feelings won out. Or the strength of your feelings won out. Or maybe your real strength comes from the way you walk among both people and Pokemon. Well, I suppose I'd better get to work making some bombs using that eternal ice. I've heard how they are made, and with muscles like mine, it can only be a moment's work. That was fast, and there you have it. If you truly wish to quell Avalugg, then walk on the path that lies before you. But know that Avalugg will hurl chunks of ice at you without relent. You'll need unrivaled dodging abilities. Yep, I'm going. Fortunately, I can dodge better than I can read. Hey, don't bring attention to the fact that my shoes don't match my pants. It's not as noticeable in low light. Lord of the Tundra, Avalugg. Well, that one is a big guy, and Maybe we just don't know about the people that he's hurt because they didn't survive to tell the tale. Ow. Dodged right into it. Didn't dodge at all. He's way too far away to actually lock on to, so I gotta be careful. Which I'm not usually that careful. I've only been able to do cleave or hitless. Speaking of hitless cleavor, that video's only got 1 view at time of recording, despite the fact that all of the ones before it got 70 plus. Now I don't know what's up with that, probably just the YouTube algorithm being weird. Let's go ahead and send out Onibi. Okay, girl, do your worst. I should really teach you some stronger moves. Yeah, that did nothing. Well, Avalugg was burned. It's super effective. Rollout is strong. So let's go ahead and just focus on rollout. That did nothing, but it will grow stronger with use. Or not. I'm sorry, Onibi. I should have seen that coming since your defense was lowered. Let's see here, I can send out. Well, Onibi's dead. Looks like Milkstash is the only Pokemon I've got with a super effective move. And Milkstash, let's just try to finish this off. I believe in your strength, girl. Hell yeah, boom goes the dynamite. Quickly throw the bombs! That wasn't worth the effort, so I'm probably not going to do that again. Or if I do, I'm just going to start by sending out Milkstash. Oof. Combining attacks, are we? Let me just roll into that. Way too much going on. Okay, Avalugg, hold still. Ouch. This might be the first time a lord defeats me. Or not. Gotta be more careful. If I struggle that much with this fight, and then I've got some more difficult fights ahead of me. Of course, I am just really stupid, so that probably didn't help. Hello, Avalugg. Vivi, you gotta stop leveling, girl. You're too strong. Nice, I got another bar of soap. Stone imbued with the essence of ice. Where'd it go? Probably just burrowed back under the snow, but something of that large, or that size. Sorry, I'm very stupid and tired. Garrick, sir, you needn't look quite so downcast. But seeing mighty Avalugg quelled, and by such a slight child. A child that fell from the very sky. Is this Yurei girl some kind of monster in disguise? She is no monster. She's the one who risked her life without a second thought in order to quell our frenzied, suffering nobles. Yurei, Garrick cares for the Pearl Clan with all his heart and believes in Almighty Sinnoh just as deeply. So he has feared more than any of us that getting involved with the Diamond Clan and your Galaxy team could cause our people to flag in their devotion to Almighty Sinnoh. But that will change. Irida? I know your fears will change once you see what I've seen. Yurei has much to teach us. She's shown us how we can overcome all manners of strife, so long as our Pokemon are with us. She's made me want to help Glaceon realize greater strength as well, and to see my whole world grow broader. It seems you've already changed, Irida. I knew you could pull that off, Yurei. You quelled every last frenzied noble. So is that space-time rift going to start closing up now, or what? I'm gonna go with or what, buddy. There's little way of knowing for sure, though the rift does seem, perhaps a little smaller somehow. Let's hope so, anyway. Well, with any luck, things will settle down now. Although even if the rift does start spitting out more of that strange lightning, we should still be alright as long as we've got Yurei. Indeed, we should be. It's good to have her at our side. You know something, Irida? We may never agree on who's got it right about Almighty Sinnoh, but you Pearl Clan folk aren't all bad in my book. Look who's finally seen a reason. Irida, you've been the one that's like, oh, fuck you and your false gods this entire time. Anyway, now that you've quelled the last noble, I say we pay grim old Commander Kamato a visit and see if he's finally cracked a smile for us. That's not what he said. He said, or see if he'll finally crack a smile. Anyway, let's go ahead and head out. Not a whole lot for me to do here. I've been trying to get a female shiny Zorua this entire time. Not bad for a single Pokemon. Yep. Really? I haven't finished Typhlosion's page. What the hell have I been doing with my time? Ah, what beautiful stars. I do feel like there should be more of them. Yes, hello. How often do they change their goods? Like, what prompts that? Because I'm looking for something specific and useless. Howdy, folks. I'm just gonna go upstairs. Each of the Pokemon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think peace would be restored in to Hisui by the hands of our mysterious rift-born helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a new world, restored to normalcy. At long last, will we be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself at the Wallflower, and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget, the Survey Corps work is not over. It does not end until people can live here in Hisui without fearing the Pokemon around us. The Slumbering Lord of the Tundra complete. Thanks for this nice, sizable helping of potato mochi, Benny, old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. Benny only makes potato mochi. Now that Avalugg is quelled, too, we can survey all over Hisui. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avalugg needed quelling, but if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. I hate to think the kind of havoc that frenzied nobles could have wreaked, if Yurei never came to us. Still, even with all the nobles quelled, the rift doesn't seem to be closing, huh? Although wait, if the rift were to disappear, would that mean Yura'd be stuck here? Guess so. Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution, I've no doubt. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, Yurei. Now then, tomorrow's soon upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget, we've got our sights on nothing less than completing the Pokédex. I keep missing words as I read. I don't know, I probably shouldn't be recording. But then again, I don't have the energy to do much else, so I don't know. With you around, that Pokédex is good as complete. Hey, how about I just tag along as your assistant? Assistant, come now, Ray. Don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Survey Corps, too. Well, sure I am. Sure, I guess I am. In any case, time for a hearty meal and a heavy sleep. Yum yum. Potato mochi. Bakoom! Shouldn't it be kaboom? That's how you know it's all distorted, because it's a bakoom instead of a kaboom. Mission, disaster looming, now active. Well, that's not ominous. Are you excited, Yurei? Let's go ahead and get you off this mat before weirdos start looking at your feet. I don't know, I think it looks better like this. This doesn't look good, Yurei. I think it looks fine. Oh, the rift is bigger. Yeah, that does seem to pose a problem. I want onto the roof. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. I have a word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Yo, what's up, K-Dog? The way the sky has changed, it is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleavor into a frenzy, it struck the night that Yurei fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Yurei? Well, if you think about it, if a person falls from the sky, that means that the rifts are probably becoming more active. Survey Corps member? Indeed, you've done all I ordered, but that does not answer the question of who you really are. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And if gained our trust, what then? Or having gained our trust, what then? What is it you were really after here? Come on, leave her alone. She's an amnesiac. Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Yurei has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think she's got the sort of... Oh, that's Adam. Exactly. Exactly. And besides, do you really think she's got that sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you again in turn. Can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? You can't prove a negative. This person, this stranger appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee she is who she says she is? Or says, who here can guarantee she is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. Exactly. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Yurei supposed to do, then? She will be given the chance to investigate this last disaster, but not as a member of the Galaxy team. She remains a suspect unless she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond a doubt. Is that clear, Céline? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Yore? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the useful skills you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. Do y'all even have handcuffs? You're to be expelled from the village. Seriously? Orders are orders. Yeah, but I was just following orders. Isn't a defense, it's an admission of guilt. Sorry I never caught you your wample. Bye, everyone. Scary. You're scary. Hey, can I buy those weird shoes? No? Okay. One moment, I think I left the oven on. Won't let me back into my house. Can it really be true? Possibly. I mean, Yurei dresses like a weirdo. How could anyone do such a thing? I guess we should have expected this from a stranger from the sky. Is this because I never helped you with those Bidoof? Jerk. We can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort her from the village into the Fieldlands camp. I'll come too. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then, I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. So this is goodbye. I can't believe the boss would do this. You quelled all those nobles' frenzied under his own orders. And quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and I might add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Yurei more pain if you are driven out as well for defending her. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aide to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adamant or Irida might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at the Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where it may be if you went for the Diamond Clan. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life you will meet both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is how you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach, to complete the Pokédex? That dream simply won't come true without you. Well, if Ray would stop being so useless. Let's go. Can I still use their fast travel camps? Yes, good. Howdy, Leon. You, what in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring out from it, all the Pokemon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. Never mind, then. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try to put on a brave face. You've been a help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Though, it must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly do wish I could repay you for quelling Cleavor's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden May might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll most likely find May at the Warren Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in this vastness of Hisui there's a place for you as well. Okay, let's go. Wrong animal. Hello there, May. I'm being pursued. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? That's what I'm trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy teams if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weirdeer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but, forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things, and besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. Look at Yurei already looking all dejected. Okay. Well, hello there, random shanks. It would be funny if you attacked me for no reason in this cutscene. Perhaps Yurei will live among the Pokémon. And look, some Luxrays. Or is that the final evolution? Luxios, that's what those ones are called. Look, it's everyone's favorite creep. Strange events seem to follow you everywhere you go, don't they? Why would it do triple question marks as if this could be anyone else? Found you at last, Yurei. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? You have not sold me shit. Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know, it's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Disaster looming. Speak to the person who dwells here at the retreat. Shirking your work to come pester me again. Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kogita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No, Mistress, thank you. Just Kogita. And this is? Why, Yurei is the woman of the hour. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? Duty. Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended. lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There is much to be told. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. The Diamond Clans. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. Time traces the path we tread from here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you, the two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How come one claim that the other is greater than the other, as those two clans do? They're inseparable. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, Lost One. Here's what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance: Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokémon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the Shrouded Ruins. There you may receive the Red Chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true are they isn't mine to know, and regardless of their truth, I'm bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? Of course. Yurei has actually done all of this before. There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. One moment, I'm getting a text message. You can see the locations of the 3 lakes marked on your ARC phone. Mistress Kogita's got a lovely workbench here, and if you need materials, I'd be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? Abba. Well, Ababa to you too. What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see it to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? You two look like siblings. Off we go, Yurei. They look like siblings, but Volo clearly wants Kogita to dominate him. Can I leave that in the video? Well, hello! It's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter addressed to you, Yurei. Volo's vision must be great. You take a closer look at the letter. To Yurei, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an Adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Saline. Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then. It's a secret. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opposite, quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. Well, look, it's our friends. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we are to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help you, but without drawing attention, so it'll be just one of us. Me or her, it's up to you, though the answer should be obvious. Yes, Araman is infinitely more pleasant to hang around. But because everybody picks Araman, we're gonna hang out with Irida. I don't know, her ankle bracelet looks stupid. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got what you needed when you first set out to quell Cleavor. You and I made his bones together. Let me think about it. No, fine, I'll pick her. This way at least I'll get the other Pokemon and that stupid red ball they gave you later. Just what I expected of you, Yurei. You made the right choice, you won't regret it. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. Yurei trusts me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander, so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course, of course. And the lucky person, the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui region's 3 lakes to go visit first. But yes, we should be moving. I'd rather we walked this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose. How are you going to know which lake I pick? All right, Irida, you and Yurei. Well, you two do what needs doing. That's a lot of trials. Are you actually going to sell me things? Something you need? Wow. I totally forgot that Volo does sell you stuff in this game. It's just this point, like, towards the end. Interesting. Anyway, I do need to end the episode. Depending on how much I end up cutting, it could end up short. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. Hopefully people are actually watching these. I don't know why episode 3 has gotten no love. Just the YouTube algorithm being weird. Farewell.